All right. Hello and welcome to this episode of Boomer and Degen. I'm your host Biz, coming at you live with Andy. Back for another day. Back for hopefully some more dollars. Still at the same studio. But well, I'm on a tight deadline now though. But anyhow, looks like haven't really. I mean, we kind of called it yesterday when we were taking a look at Bitcoin. We were saying that we were troubled by the price action in a sense where, we really think that the bears were taking control. And actually, right after we got off the call, maybe a few hours later, we saw that drop in Bitcoin. And I saw that post that you did in the server. And man, you just see people, I don't know. I guess morale is. I mean, they were already gutted, and I'm hearing people scream about the meme coins wanting Solana to come back to life and all this stuff. Uh,
Not happen. Not gonna happen.
and we were hoping for some sort of a bounce, and whether or not this is going to be sustained or not, and perhaps all we get is a dead cat. So bad
Nope.
times or what? Screw it, man. Just short the hell market, man.
Well, that's the key. So, market health. It looks here like the 15-minute is up a bit, right? But let's look at what happened yesterday. Massive drop, and in fact, over the last 2 and a bit days now, we have gone down. Bitcoin's been down over 10%. All right, so I've been calling this for a few weeks, right? There's a number of reasons. There's not enough liquidity. We were just discussing this slightly before,
Yep.
but so much liquidity has been sucked out of the market by pump fun and the Sol meme coins
Yep.
that are now all stuck in these dead meme coins. I mean, because people are scared to sell them because their hopium is going, well, they're going to go
It's
back up,
over, man.
sure, go back up, right? And it ain't going to happen,
Mm-mm.
right? There is no such thing as a free lunch. You might hear one person go, "Hey, I made 10 squillion pounds in 20 minutes," and everybody's like this. Then bollocks, bullshit. I'm just going to say it again and again and again. That is not the way to earn money in any market. Because if you are one of those 0.0001% people that do get lucky, to do that you have to be an insider, right? We're not insiders. Most of the chances that you're going to be a part of the 99.9999% who lose money and are holding the bag. It's as simple as that. And until people, I hate to say the phrase grow up, but until they have that, they kind of realize, do you know what? This is a fool's errand. This is stupid, right? And get back to trading properly. But there are other factors at play. Trump yesterday announced that he is going ahead with the tariffs on Canada starting on March the 4th, I believe, and with other countries. And he's going to target the European Union. So the NASDAQ and all of those are down. I mean, he's just tanking everything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's going up in America is the price of eggs, you know. So
Or
it's, yeah, I mean, eggs are as cheap as chips here. I mean, like just really cheap, but yes, I mean, he's just tanking everything. But it's not just him. You know, there's been market manipulation. I've been reading that a lot of the major exchanges do market manipulation, right? And like even the Binances of this world. Um, so I mean, it's a problem. But you know, you can see this has just turned green. If I go to the 15-minute chart, I'm going to set. Let me go to the 15-minute. I put on a POC, this POC, and I said to myself, well, this is where we kind of started the day here. And I said, I expect it to go back to that POC today, which it did do. But you'll see it bounced come straight off it. Right? That POC now is resistance. It's been resistance for a while here, late on yesterday, and it's resistance again. So now we're at the bottom of this, looking very likely again, and is really looking possible now over the coming days, weeks. It really is, right? So I have nothing. I mean, if you look at this, altcoin season now down to 29. If it gets down to 25, according to this, you're in Bitcoin season. And if you go to here, the fear and greed has dropped to 26, right? From, was it 29 yesterday? Yeah, 29 yesterday. So people are getting out of the market. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, still kind of went down a bit yesterday, but going up. If you look at USDT dominance, people are just getting out, right? And they're sitting out in USDT. And can you blame them? You really can't blame them, right? And so there's a shitload going on. If we just get into a bit of news, I mean, first of all, liquidations, over $1 billion again in the last 24 hours, 884 million in longs. I mean, it's just a bloodbath, right? It's a bloodbath. But if we come to here, and I absolutely this Miles Deutscher, I've quoted him before, so in fact I should give him a follow. Let me follow him.
I think I'm already following him. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He wrote here, and it's absolutely right. Pump fun created insane alt dispersion, hyper gambling culture, and brought in a bunch of bad actors who extracted billions in liquidity. And I include all of those meme coins in that, right? All of those, the personality-based meme coins. That money isn't ever coming back to the space. The BTC ETFs are great for BTC adoption, but eradicating the wealth effect we've seen in past cycles, BTC pump greater than profits, move down the risk curve. There are many more reasons, of course, but I think these two are the big factors. And what's interesting is that the Bitcoin ETFs suffer record 935 million net outflows as investors turn risk averse. So the whole market, not just crypto, right, but stock exchanges as well, are struggling. And it's all this, part of it is all the nonsense that's going on coming out of America. You know, but it's just crazy. I don't know if I showed this yesterday. Did I show this yesterday? Can you recognize it from yesterday?
No.
Okay, so this is this guy called Ari Paul, who has 235,000 followers. My market take: equities in for 4 to 15 months of pain. He's guessing about 9 months, tied to deflationary government policies, tariffs, and mass layoffs mostly. Then it's a political question. Does Trump admin capitulate? In other words, does Trump just back down? Blame Biden and back down. Because what's interesting is he was in a conference, a press conference yesterday, where he was saying these agreements that were negotiated with Canada, and I don't know who the hell negotiated them, but they weren't within our best interest. That was him. He negotiated them. It was that NAFTA agreement.
No. He got rid of NAFTA, didn't he?
Oh no, that whatever he put in after, that's the one that's in place. He negotiated it, right? But apparently he said whoever negotiated that was an idiot. I agree.
That's hilarious. Are you sure he wasn't trolling himself?
Well, I doubt it. I don't think the guy's got a sense of humor. Then it's a political question. Does Trump administration capitulate in terms of elite inflationary? In vast majority of similar cases in history, the answer was yes, but just a low confidence guess. And what does this mean for crypto? I continue to think crypto and equities are on a different cycle rhythms, but that doesn't negate shorter term correlation, and I agree with that. Alts probably follow equities down, agreed, at least at first, because many of the alts are down 70, 80%, right? I mean, if you look at Solana and all of those.
Just take a look at the AI coins, man. There was so much promise with a lot of those.
Again, I didn't buy into it because those AI coins are just a way of funding their crowdfunding projects. That's it. So they're going.
Well, there's no real value from those tokens.
It's all just speculation, just bullshit.
Crowd raising.
Again, bullshit in this market, right? So much bullshit. People thinking they're going to get rich off a narrative, meme narrative, AI narrative. Bullshit. right? I don't have white hair for a
Well,
reason.
well,
Yeah.
people have gotten, the ones that did it smart, did make something, um, but they're also most likely seasoned. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Just a minor
We are a
slip.
part of this, Biz. We are a
Yeah,
part of this. It's these.
yeah.
Let me continue. I'll probably follow equities down, but they're already down so much, even versus 2021 prices, they may bottom well before equities. I think Bitcoin will continue to act like a blend of gold and S&P 500. If gold remains strong, that then I think it means then that would
Yeah.
suggest Bitcoin would outperform losing equities, but maybe not by much. A retrace to 73 to 77 seems plausible. Now,
Hmm.
I've been banging on about this for so long.
Where's
If
your
you
what?
come down,
Yeah.
if you come down to what the fuck, that's 71.2 to 69 something, right? Within the ballpark of what he's saying here. Um,
Nine
I'd
months.
probably add there. It'd probably buy some more at that point. I remain confident crypto bull market not over, but this is looking increasingly different from prior cycles, and we know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
It's not the same kind of blowout top. It's not the same.
No.
Maybe substantially slower and longer. I agree with that also. My base case is that crypto will leave the general macro inflation turn. So maybe crypto bull run resumes in 6 months and equities turn up in nine. The dates given are just indications and guesstimates.
Hmm.
And how can he's absolutely right. So I think this is a fairly common sense approach. This market is and I blame memes in terms of the liquidity side of this, sucking liquidity out, um, and everybody's view that I don't want to sit in front, I don't want to have to learn TA, I don't want to have to do that. I just want to buy a meme coin and get rich overnight. I say it every day. You basically, if that's your belief, with all due respect, you're an idiot. And at some point, you're going to wake up and realize that. Do I have any more news? No, no. I was trying to find a post by this guy, Marty Party, but I couldn't find it. So if we go back to here, we're again negative on the day. It's just can't make its own mind up today. If we're going to hold this level or go down to could be. But I think if you think about it, we had a drop and then we went along for quite some time, right?
Hmm.
Now we've had another drop, and we may go on within this region around this POC for some time, or it may just capitulate and just shoot straight down. I'm sure most people would hope it gets itself over with quick and does its retracement. But right now, I can't see it going. I hope I'm wrong, Biz, but I can't see us shooting up. We might get a slight relief
Yeah.
bounce, right? We might go back to, I don't know. We might go back up to this for a second. This
Or
range here.
if we draw a trend line from that top down, then perhaps we get the bounce touching that trend line.
Okay, so if you go with a trend line sort of along this, right? Is that what you're
Or
saying?
or or the other way, downtrend.
Right. So there's a trend line there, right? It pinged there, and now it's pinged there yesterday. And then you're suggesting this trend line here coming down
Yeah.
that we could ping back up to around, I don't know, 94 again, something like that, right? 93. It's possible. If this trend line at the bottom, I'll leave this one on. If that breaks down now, we're going to could be is be, right? Could be is be. Simple as that. Saying that, there are coins. I've been waiting for this trade, by the way. I'm on the 1 minute chart purely because I'm looking for my entry. If I go to here, Cato's been quite good actually.
Mm.
It's all in this range, but it's slightly in a down. It's shooting up and down and up and down and up and down, and you could have traded this up and down all day, right? But I was busy doing other stuff. But if we look at things like was it Leia was doing good? Yeah, I missed a trade there because I had to take the dog this morning for the stitches out after we had a spade last
Mm.
week. She was not happy about
Oh
that.
no, they never are.
When she realised I put the same blanket down in the car, She
Oh,
was like, and I
something's
bought a
up.
lead. I got her on the lead, but it was like trying to train a wild horse. It was like,
Oh man, poor dog.
but luckily the vet just came to the car and took them out in the car, right? So the dog didn't need to get out of the car, but it was quite funny. She's happy now because she's home and she didn't have any. She didn't even have to go into the vets because she
Mhm.
hates the vets. But if you come back to here, you know, if you look at sort of bullish fair value gaps, auction. Do you know, I've not looked at auction for such a long time. Um, I really haven't. Um, oh yeah, look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
Yeah, look. Let's go to a higher time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I suspect that's come into going its own way as well, and I just haven't noticed it. Outperforming BTC. Uh, is it not coming to going your own way?
Hmm.
I would have thought it would have done. No, no. Very strange. Very strange. I would have thought it would, but outperforming BTC, it's clearly coming to that. Um, Going their own way. ARC. Let's have a look at ARC. Now, this could be up or down, right? It
Mhm.
could be up or down. ARC, USDT. Yeah, that's the down one.
Ooh.
That's kind of going its own way. But again, though, really good trades if you're sat
Yeah.
watching it, right?
Yeah.
If you're sat looking at the charts, which is why I tend to concentrate on just one. You know, I've got this one, and what I want to do with this one is literally wait for it to come back up here, take the trade, and then just let it run. You know, put my once it goes into a profit, put my stop loss into a profit, and then just leave it. And what it targets. So because I've got some coding to do this afternoon, um, so yeah, but so there are, you know, obviously there are coins rising when, again, Cato, rising when Bitcoin is falling. That's on the hour chart. But again, Cato has definitely been not trading with Bitcoin. I'm pretty certain that that came into not following Bitcoin also. Do, 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 do. I'm bloody certain it did because I saw it. Um, Going their own way. There you go. That was today, just today, uh, like 12 hours ago,
Hmm.
13 hours ago. Um, so they're stopped from coming in for a while once they come in. Um, so I don't get repeated, you know, coins coming in all the time. But it may be that it tweaked into this, into my entry just for a second. And I was expecting it to come back up again. It may be that I've missed that short, right? I may have to just go in on a market order at some point,
Hmm.
and then let it run. But I'm again, I'm not too desperate. There's a trade every day. It's not a problem, right? Um, but in terms of BTC, as you can see right now, it's just bobbing up and down a little bit within this range, right? To the bottom of this range that I put here, and the POC that I've got on here that looked like an important POC, which you can see it is. But other than that, there's I mean, the good thing about, you know, the reason actually that I developed all of these alerts is I can't remember when I put this looking very likely could be and what the fuck on the chart, but I know for a fact it's been months that I've had them on this chart. I think long before Christmas, I put
Mhm.
them on this chart, and because I just got a sense. And the reason then I wanted to write these new alerts is because I wanted to be able to trade in any market, whereas our old system was more for longing, not shorting.
Yeah.
And so the new system now doesn't care what market we're in. You can find trades, right? You can find trades. But I think, folks, we're in for a long haul in this market. It's
Yeah.
as simple as that, you know. So I think you've been too busy to have any news or updates of your own, have you?
Well, aside from the memes and how much liquidity it's sucked out of the market, I mean, it's actually quite bad. Basically, they're saying that exchanges were listing memes to basically just grab volume and grow their user base.
Yep, of
Yeah.
course. I think Pump Fun have taken $500 million in fees from these meme coins.
Ooh.
Right. So they're the winners, right? Not you guys, not you guys that are living on hopium. It's just, you know, I just don't, as you know, I don't get involved in any of these meme coins. I don't trade them at all, really.
Yeah.
Um, I just stay away from them. There's too many with the
Well,
alerts that we've got. There are too many coins we can trade to make good money
yeah.
without them. We don't
But
need them.
just to put things into perspective, back in 2013, there was about 500 tokens. Um,
Yeah,
so because right now the argument is like, well, why is alt season delayed? And they're basically chalking it up to saturation. There's just way too much
yeah,
of it in the market. If you compare
yeah,
this back to 2017, there was about 3,000, and then we got like that big bull run with the alt market, and that was pretty good. That pretty much put crypto on the map, for most people. But in
yeah.
2021, they're saying it ranges anywhere from 300K to 3 million. And so now we're talking about today in 2025, there's about 36.4 million tokens, and
Right.
it's expected to reach 100 million
Right.
by this year.
And
So
that liquidity is the liquidity that we need in the main market has been spread out over all these bullshit coins that are going to zero and never coming back. Right. And people are just going to, even if they do take out their money eventually, they lose 90% and they go, I'll cut my losses. Right. It's just, we're going to have to wait a very long time for that. But this is the market, this cycle for me. Um, there was a long-haired hippie type looking bloke that was going meme coins at lots of conferences and stuff. And he was, again, it's all about greed. Get into these meme coins, you're going to make millions.
yo,
It's
who's that
utter.
guy? He was a Bitcoin. He used to be a Bitcoin maxi, and then he
Oh,
went
was it?
meme. He went meme. Pardon me. You remember him?
Yeah,
Starts with an M.
I just saw various conferences with him speaking and going
Yeah, yeah.
meme. Every
Basically, he was educating the masses on meme coins being a subculture,
yeah,
and so they're basically calling it the super cycle. You remember that? That was a big thing back in October. That was the narrative for 2025. Where is
you
it?
know what? You know what? This is what surprises me. Everybody that's been in Web3 gaming now since say 2020, 2021, right?
Yeah,
When I started looking
post
at the
post Axie.
yeah, post-Axie,
Yeah,
post-Axie is a good way of putting it, right? How many of those projects are still around? And how many of those projects are doing well? Not hardly any, right? Hardly any. Even the large projects are treading water in the hope that in a few years it'll all come back, right? And why do the people and those very same people that were investing in those NFTs and all of that stuff suddenly went, oh, meme coins, great, I'll go over there and do that. Had they learnt nothing. They took nothing away from the lessons of Web3 and just went straight into meme coins going, oh, this is the shiny object, here we go. And they lost even more money. It's like, duh.
yeah,
It's which is why when we talk about taking trades, we talk about managing your risk. You let your profits take care of themselves, right? You don't chase. When I was looking at Cato today, um, I was looking to short it, and I was just like, do you know what? I could have shorted it if I go back to the 15-minute. I could have shorted it further down, and I thought I don't want to sit like looking at it. I'm just going to wait for it to come all the way back up to this resistance level, which is a POC actually, but it's also resistance. I'm just going to wait for it to come back up to there, and then if that trend line holds, then I'm going to trade it down. That's what I'm going to do. And if it takes a couple of days to get down there, it takes a couple of days to get down there. As long as I'm raising my stop once an hour, like, oh, where are we now? I'll raise
yeah,
my stop. Then that's a much better approach, right? And which is why I've kind of got that 1.33% on, because once it gets to that, I move my stop to just above break even, so that I would go out with no loss, even with a bit of slippage. So, but this is still kind of really kind of up, down, up, down, up, down. It's probably going to come back up to this entry at some point. Well, I've got the rest of the day.
Hmm.
I don't care. You know what I mean? And if that trade does take off, that's better than doing 10 short, small little trades for me.
Yeah.
Uh, when I'm busy coding, that is, which is what I'm doing at the moment. So there'll come a point where I just concentrate on trading, and that'll be great. You know, my main aim, and then you could literally go right. I'm just going to trade. I'm going to short it here, and I'm going to get out at say I don't know 1.5%, 2%. I'm just going to get out, and then I'm going to wait for it again, and I'm going to trade it up for 1.5%. You know,
Yeah.
1%, get out. And you could just do 3 or 4 hours of that, and then just stop trading for the day. But you know, again, it's rather than people wanting to earn money to there's three things, right? You need enough money to live.
Yeah.
That's step one. And that means paying your bills, your foods, and all of that kind of stuff. You need enough. Next is achieve enough money for your lifestyle. So that's all of your costs, and then your clothes and you know whatever it is, and your holiday and all that kind of shit, right? You know, for me, bottles of whiskey. You know what I mean? So
Simple
that kind
life,
of stuff.
right?
Going to the cafe, you're going
Oh
to a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
restaurant, that
yeah.
kind of stuff, right? For me. And then after that, that's kind of wealth, and that's way down the list, right? So if you're going to trade first, how much do you realistically need to earn every day if you're going to trade 5 days a week to live? That's it, to pay all your bills and not get put out of your home. That's the first target. If you achieve that, then anything above that, once you can regularly achieve that, you can say, right, now let's go for a lifestyle. Okay, that at that point, once you've got your lifestyle, you could quit your job if you've got a job, right? And you go, right, I'm now earning enough to do that. But like, I don't need to earn money from trading to live, right? So that's why I can take my time. And I think a lot of people they're putting in money they shouldn't be putting in, which is why they're kind of going after all these crazy memes in the hope that that'll pay for everything, which is just daft. It's just
It's
daft.
they're sold on the on people's uh I guess their testim it's a testimony of how they performed with these memes. Like it takes one story of some guy hitting it big that gives hope for people that there's
Yeah, but
potential here.
we're living in a world, Biz, where even if an influencer came on and said, "I earned this," he doesn't have to prove it. He just says it, and everybody believes them. And you know, it's a bit like you know these you've
Yeah,
got
but the
these
problem
influencers.
is that this is all blockchain now. It's all verified. I mean, people run they got
They
receipts
don't
now.
share their wallets. They just go, "I made all this money," right?
Yeah.
And again,
Well, you got
they
some that they're just
again,
horrible.
the influencers were probably gifted those coins in the first place to push the project,
There's some. Yeah, that
and
happens a lot
that's
actually.
that's how they earned their money. So don't believe the bullshit, right? It's all everything today is built on lies and bullshit, right? And it's you've got to look through that, and
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
to do
Sift through
research.
the fluff, as they say.
Do you know you cannot replace doing it, working it out for yourself, and researching it for yourself, and learning for yourself. And there's an old adage that says to become an expert in anything, you have to stick at it for at least 10,000 hours. That's a long time, right? So now, obviously, from a software engineering point of view, I've been doing it for more than that. So second nature, writing software for me is second nature. It just gets into here. Looking at charts, understanding price action, understanding relationships between a given alt and Bitcoin and how it changes and all, which is why the alerts really help me,
Hmm.
which is kind of why I wrote them, right? Understanding those relationships takes time, right? And then you can start going, well, I want to be a trader, but you can't become a trader overnight. And you have to take the time to learn and study and, you know, and understand. I mean, I learned the maths behind all of these technical indicators, right? All of this shit, right? I understood that to be able to write these things that I write, I have to understand the maths behind it all.
Hmm.
People don't have the patience. They don't have the patience. Then don't be a trader. You know, don't be a trader. Is
Yeah,
all I have to say.
you gotta have some thick skin sometimes.
You've got to be
You
able
gotta
to
be
take.
conditioned. You gotta be conditioned. You gotta, yeah.
Yes, you don't see a losing trade as a loss. You see it as a learning opportunity. It's the price of entry to become a trader. It's your tuition fees, whatever words you want to use. That is actually the case, right? As a software engineer, I pay for professional IDEs, right, integrated development environment editor things each year. That's the tools of my trade, right? And it's the same as paying for trading view, right? It's the tools of your trade.
Yeah.
Well, part of the price you pay is taking losses and analyzing what you did wrong and learning from it, right? Not just following the next person that comes out and says, I've got 100% uh, trading strategy. Bullshit, bullshit, treble bullshit, right? If you can get 60, 70% of successful trades, whilst at the same time making sure your stop losses, you always use that risk reward, then you're going to earn money, even with losing trades.
Yeah.
But you're not going to do it if you don't keep doing it.
Yep.
So you've got to take those losing trades to start winning more, and then you've got more winners. It's as simple as that. There's no free lunch. There's no easy ride. You know, but that's why these alerts are good, because
Yeah,
they
for
save you time
sure.
in finding those coins that are looking good. Right?
Yeah.
That's it. So that's the market. I think we're half an hour in, Biz.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool,
Uh,
cool. Yes, well, let's just keep an eye on the Bitcoin. We did drew this uptrend here. We do see price bouncing off that. So we'll be probably seeing how far this bounce takes us. But if it does hit that downtrend like we drew out earlier, I'll be looking to short that heavy for sure. For
yeah.
sure.
Well, I think there's a lot to short right now. There's things to short right now.
Absolutely. Well,
Again,
there's things to trade every 15 minutes. What do you mean?
yeah. Well, look, these are alerts with bearish fair value gaps with break of structure. These are for shorting right now. Peanut, is that still a thing? Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Uh,
Peanut. Bloody hell. Let me go onto
oh,
a high
there.
time
Uh,
where that is.
there you go.
Hey, look at
That
Look at
bounce
that.
of hopium is right there, with
Yeah,
a
right.
with with a nice green big
So you
boy.
go to a 15-minute candle. You had this fair value gap, right? Comes back into there. Where's my favorites? Comes back into there. It just maybe pings it slightly beneath it, maybe. I don't know. Uh, you have to do a bit more research. Put that there. Just try I don't know, get out there. 4%, 4.5%. You
Yeah,
know,
just
but I mean, again, if you look at this localized long term, it's in a massive, massive downtrend, right? But it's been bouncing up these positive fair value gaps, and now it's coming down to here. But
mhm.
it's just bounced off that order block. So what you've got to do is look to say, well, what is it doing now? Is it
Yeah.
actually going to?
Draw the downtrend. Probably good zone. It'll probably meet where the fair value gap is.
Yeah. So is this the answer? Is that the trade to take? Instead, so you
Oh,
get out there.
yeah.
Right?
Interesting.
So you just again look under. That's what I mean about understanding the relationship between this particular coin now. We know in the long term it's in a downtrend, but when you look at the breaker structures you're having it up, we've got a first like breaker structure down.
Hmm.
There was one back here as well, but they were all as a part of going up. So maybe once you look at it, and then maybe when you go back to BTC and you understand what it's doing,
Mm.
you go, oh, okay, is it following BTC? And again, I'm not sure Peanut is what it's been doing in other parts of our alerts. They've retraced bullish. You see, look, it's had bullish ones. These were the ones this morning when it was coming up here like this. These were the bullish fair value gaps. Now it's had a bearish fair value gap, but are going their own way. So that was in this morning at 6:45. So Peanut was in. I can't even see it in there.
This morning at
Uh,
6:45, so about 4 hours ago.
yeah, so it was
Yeah.
going its own way at that point. So oh, there you go. Look, there you go. Look. So now you're looking at to say, well, is it going to get rejected by this bearish fair value gap? It's perfectly normal. It'd come back in to get that imbalance, right? But that's
Hmm.
what fair value gaps are. But is it actually coming in just to go back down now? So that's what you need to look at. But that again is understanding the coins and having the patience, like I'm having in this Cato coin here,
Hmm.
right? Just the patience to wait. Just wait. It's just see what's happening. You can effectively paper trade a coin for a bit, see if your
Yeah.
thesis is successful. You know, watch all the videos that we share. I think I have them linked here somewhere. No, no, yes. But you know, we've got all the videos in our of how I trade and how the using the alerts really how we trade.
Mhm.
But yeah, but anyway, going back to here, market be down, market be down. That's
Yeah.
it.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks, Andy, for sharing the insights and so some tips as well. Yeah, like we'll just be here charting it up every day, as well as just seeing what Bitcoin offers us. So at the end, everybody, stay safe. Thank you all for watching. If you guys haven't done so already, give us a follow. Join our server if you want to get tips and updates for yourself. Especially if you're out there trading, don't be trading alone, especially swimming out there in the sea of red by yourself. Or if you guys trading and you guys are doing well for yourself, let us know because I'm keen to learn. Always trying to update whatever I know, learning from whoever. If you got a way, always keen to learn. So yeah, happy to have you guys join the server if you guys can. The server link is on our website. Just scroll down to the bottom. You'll get access to our server, and then let us know that you followed us. We'll give you access to all the tips and insights that we're sharing here every single day. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be back again for another episode. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Bitcoin up. All
Well,
right,
we
guys,
don't.
take care.
Happy trading, everybody. Stay safe.
Later.